Hello, 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 hello. This is live.
What's up?
Well, hello, bro. Everybody said we live. We usually have a countdown. I apologize for that, people. Well, you welcome to Chatbox Season 2, Episode 4. We're having technical difficulties to get this handsome KLM Pace on the other side of the screen, so looks like I'm Mr. Popular again all by myself. Sorry, brother.
It's fine. I'm embarrassed.
So
What's
welcome
up,
everybody
guys?
to
Thanks for
Chatbox, guys.
joining.
Yeah, there we go. Joining myself is Mr. Pace as usual, my brother, and Chatbox champion, commentates everything. So, Mr. Pacey, welcome, my friend. How's things
Oh,
also?
yeah, thanks, man. All good, all good. Forgive me if I sound like a robot tonight. My signal's as quick as ever, but Vumatil's on it, so don't stress, guys.
All right, perfect, guys. That's going to be great news for the people who saw KLM Pace driving the last 3, 4, 5 races. Looks like popcorn, or corn in a popcorn machine all over the track, bouncing up and down. That will be sorted out now. The new strategy of his is not going to work with the faster guys, unfortunately. So let's hope the Vumatil thing goes. So, guys, just before we carry on, we just want to send our condolences and our DMR, Team DMR greetings, as well as our chatbox greetings from myself, Ruan in the background, and the whole team, and also Pace. I'm sure that you'll be sending your greetings, everything from EKZ. Is that right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, guys, so this is in honor of Crazy 8's Adrian. They'll be having a race at 9 o'clock. So 7 till 8 will be the Chatbox show. 8 until about 8:45, the Chatbox Cup race will be running. And then just by 9 o'clock, we will send you the link in the comments below. Then you can just go and have a look at the GDSSA YouTube channel. There will be a dedicated race. I think it's 2 or 3 or 4 pools that's filled up in honor of Crazy 8's Adrian, who has been diagnosed, well, not diagnosed, I'm not sure, but he has contracted the COVID-19 virus. So hopes and prayers are with him. And we all love you, my brother. We hope you get well soon. And yeah, everything for the best. Pacey?
Yeah, 100%. As Dino said, 9 o'clock there's a race for Crazy Adrian L. Guys, all better together. We'll be racing in what you see on screen, or one of Aston Martin racing cars. I'm myself just in commemoration of him, and hopefully he does get better and see him on track soon. So join us on the GTSSA channel at 9 p.m. tonight.
Perfect, guys. Remember, that's 9 o'clock on the GTSSA YouTube. If you don't have it yet, just go Google GT Sports South Africa. But I'm sure that either Ruan or KLM Pace will quickly post the link in the comment section below, and then that race will start at 9 o'clock. So, yes, yeah, Crazy 8, we love you, guys. Awesome team, awesome vibes. So, yes, from love from DMR, Chatbox, and then EKZ, KLM Pace himself as well. And I'm assuming that we've got one of our guest stars in here. You'll only be on a little bit later, GTAS, which is the All Stars, participating in the LNR. I don't know if Bump and Run, maybe if you want to say something, my brother, from yours to your team. So, yeah, okay, so if on the... Okay, perfect. So just unmuted for the interview, but I know from his team, maybe All Stars, he would like to say something for Crazy 8's Adrian. I don't think he's with us. Sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah. Yes, we can hear you, Johan.
Having a bit of mic trouble, sorry. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be okay, and I think we can just pray and hope he gets better and hope he gets through it. I trust he's also got his family with him to support him, but not like with him, but obviously supporting him as well. So yeah, from us GT All Stars, we wish you all the best, buddy.
Great stuff. Thanks a lot, Johan from Johan Bumbrun. I appreciate it, brother. Okay, guys, so let's jump into it. The normal schedule, as always. Daily race A, last week's results are in. It's going to be awesome. So with some good times that we saw here. So Audrey Halavy's year was the 911 Carrera RS. I believe it was around, what was the track? I'm not too familiar with the track was last week. So it's Ghost Killer number 1 at 104.61. Then we've got Mesh at 104.68. Then we've got Crussels, KBR G-Man, and then Stigonator at 104.9. Awesome stuff. Then we've got Travis. He's a newly recruited DMR member, so you'll see that name change to DMR Travis KBR Scorpion, awesome team. Also Kalahari Boys Racing, Anoran, Charlie, etc. So that's 105.2 all the way down to 105.4. And if we compare them to the top 10 guys, only 103s and a 102 are high from TRL Adam, as always, topping the charts with a 103.066, 103.1, and then the top 10 ending at 103.2. So only 0.2 in it in the top 10 for Daily A for last week's races. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff, awesome stuff. And then, Pacey, this was interesting. Please run us through why we see all of these Mustangs on the Daily Race V charts.
Well, Mustangs. Race B was the Red Bull Ring in the Group 4 car. Obviously, the RC is the OP car for the track. But Ford RSA have laid down the challenge to all SA drivers. They gave us a week to register, and then we had a seeding round, which took last week, where you see all these ones on the leaderboards at the moment. And 72 guys went through our racing, I believe, this Saturday. So look out for that. I think a few guys will be streaming. I'm not too sure Ford or streaming themselves, but do look out for that. And yeah, Mr. Inky taking the next one with 135.899. So big ups to him. I do believe he's won a prize for that as well. So if you are interested in following Ford RSA, you can find them on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and they have a Discord channel as well. I can't remember the Discord channel now, but yeah, really interesting. Looking forward to it. So well done, Donkey, Talk 23, who is Uche Jr. All three of them dropping to the 135s and following suit with 3.
Great stuff, guys. So yes, that's where you have it. Compared to the number one drivers in the EMEA region, which is Europe, Middle East, and Africa, you have PR1 Fire, probably the most titled or the most top one spot driver that I've ever seen in my life. On all dailies, he likes to get his name up there. PR1 Fire with a 135, all the way down to Yedri RF, also with a 135.3, only 150 in the top 10. So almost nothing separating it. Those ghosts would have probably finished the lines exactly the same time, all in each other bunched. So beautiful stuff for Daily Race B. So guys, for FIA this upcoming week, which is Tuesday and Wednesday, the FIA races. So we'll do the standings first. I've got SDL McGee. This is for Nations. It's an international driver. But then we've got our very own Mr. Sunburn Donkey. Perfect. I just can't see the total points there. My screen is giving me trouble. He's got 1,277 points, and I believe he's either just inside or just outside the top 100 in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, which is absolutely beautiful. Followed by Leap 33 on 974, Mikhail and Serious Sam on 924 apiece. Also, team members. Then we've got Travis on 880, SCP3 Pro on 844. And then we've got DMR, DeanoCantino. I've heard a lot about this guy, up and coming star, definitely on the rise. 821, only recently started with Nations, so let's hope for that name to go up a bit higher. Then we've got Yasteel, 799, and then Eddie Bears at 763. Beautiful stuff, guys. Let's keep pushing the FI ratings and rankings there. It'll be awesome to see some of those names next week. Then recently joining my friends list is Talk 23 and Manufacturers. Pace, I know that you are competing in this side of FIA, so if you can run us through this and your thoughts on it, that would be beautiful.
100%. So Talk 23, otherwise known as Uche Jr., he's currently leading the SA standings with 1,380 points. Then we've got Mr. Not Stinky right behind him in his bar with 1,300 points. In fourth place, myself, with 1,207, being the last few races, obviously because of my robotic voice and the internet, but hoping to be back soon. Thereafter, Mr. DMR DeanoCantino featuring both 1,066 points. I'm sure he wants to get rid of the Skyline now. GTP GTI with 940 points. He took part in the last race, so props to him there. Papa Stich, also part of the GTSA clan, 895 points, or 98 points, sorry. GTRSA 891, also taking a bit of a break. MRM Racing also taking a bit of a break, 879 points. Mr. Giovanni Pace, 857 points. Look out for him very shortly, guys. Oh, he's actually racing next week, sorry. And Mr. Sinclair, we didn't mention him in the standings, which is quite surprising, but he is still featuring the main stand with 828 points. So big ups to the guys, keep it up. The next guys released, so looking forward to see what you guys have to bring finally table.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for running us through that, Mr. Pace. Also, guys, so what we're going to be doing next is the next race. It's Autodrome Lago Maggiore GP2 race. I believe it's GR4 car, GR3 rather. So we're going to be doing a lap guide with this. So Mr. Caleb Pace, who is my co-commentator or my co-host on the show, is also our Manu lap guide driver. Call him the Stig for Manu Chatbox. So Pace, if you can run us through the race details for Manu, and then tell us exactly what the lap guide's on.
100%. So Autodromo Lake Maggiore, I think a lot of us are used to the normal lake of this track. However, we are doing a version which is in reverse. So that's interesting. I think a lot of the breakpoints and the to carry the speed on will improve a lot to lap time. As you can see, I'm in my Citroen GR3 tonight, and yeah, this track specifically, I think, really accommodates the MR racing cars. So if you're in an MR car, please take part in this race because you will do very well. Racing medium, racing soft tires are required, so please take part, guys. This will be a really nice strategy wise, and it's a different to what they've done of late. So, show you guys this last corner. It's the most cool on the track for me, especially because you can spin out. You really this last corner and keep as lower gearing or higher gearing as the wheels to spin, so that you can just literally plant your foot wide out onto this exit curve. Well, not an exit curve, but at this gap that we can. So you start your lap, going up through the gears, then very low uphill. I start braking roughly where on the left side is kind of mid curve, but I brake from all the way down to fourth or third, and gonna ride to apex on this corner, and then exit onto the curve. It is a weird corner because it is quite as much speed will help you a hell of a lot. Coming to turn 2 again, if you look at this, as are your friends. So if you look where there's main thing on the left hand side, that's basically where you would start turning because you can't see this corner, and then you ride it as nice as you can, just so that you keep a track. And into the corner, into the curve. Generally is what I would take it in, running dropping again in, just in, and spin my wheels as I accelerate all the way up to the next corner, which is turn number 5. Let's see, as I said, the curves are your favorite one. So I would generally turn just for the end of this curve because you get a lot of going downhill now. So roughly up here, at the right hand side, across the car, just go to the low curve. You might find that you a little bit tentative on throttle, a little bit as you generally run onto there. Again, look low artificial cross just before I went down to third. and then start turning the air curve, cutting
Okay, guys.
in onto this white section. Yeah.
Hey, Pace, maybe I'll just quickly try and take over you on the side. Just run slowly through everything, and then I will try and translate what I can see is happening on the screen with regards to what you'll be doing. At least I've done with you quite a bit, and so you'll start going.
Yes.
Keep it tight on the right-hand side as what you can, guys. So obviously keep the apex speed, and then you can see where he's going to start turning in. I'm assuming this is the entry point, which is on the start of that left-hand side. We'll start popping in to keep as much distance then little tire squeal as possible. Keep your gears high, gear up for the stabilization of the track. Get it as fast as you can. Hit apex to apex, come out wide to the left, and then at this little turn where you can see the two roads converge, the two white lines on the left hand side, you'll start popping into the left again. Keep it tight, move it over to the inside apex on the right hand side, start gearing down slowly. You can cut a lot of this corner apex, make sure your left wheels are on the apex. The same you can do here. You can do the same on the next corner as well. Keep it down, shift down, just to try and get your car to rotate. Exit as wide and as fast as possible. You can get to this hairpin at the bottom. It's a very long hairpin. Keep it tight on the left. Then you start pushing out to the right hand side. As you can see the little white on the left mark here, you'll be pushing out to the right hand side. Get a wide apex and entry. Keep your speed. You can keep your curve while just tap that on the inside. Keep to the camber. Keep it out to the right hand side. Exit as fast as possible. Keep your gears down and then press it back out. Then you will arrive at the left end here at the top. You will start turning in just about 10 meters, 20 meters before you get that black dot on the right hand side. Gear down nicely and smoothly. On the inside apex on the left here, you can cut a lot to make sure your right wheels still stay on that. Get an early exit to the left hand side. Press it back to the right. Cut a lot of that corner. Make sure your outside wheels are still on that. Get an early exit and then stay to the right. Keep your speed up. Try and widen your angle as much as possible to keep the most speed. Directly push it out to the left and then accelerate flat through the corner. And he's going to do a hot lap now. No commentary. Awesome time there, Mr. Pace. Appreciate all the assistance with the lap guide. Guys, sorry, Mr. Pace is just struggling with some internet issues there with regards to lagging as well as sound issues. We are aware of that, but he's getting his fiber soon. But that's perfect, guys. I'm sure that you'll be able to do that and review that again at the end of the stream. What we will do is perhaps let them do a hot lap sometime before the race starts, and then we can share the replay for you guys. So then after this, we've got Sunburn Donkey with the Nations Cup information with regards to the WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, the GR4, and he'll be joining us right now shortly, and he's going to give us a run through. We can quickly have a look at the Nations Cup.
Oh shit, sorry, let me change it quickly.
Okay guys, so we'll quickly go through the Nations information. Donkey set his lobby to A+, unfortunately, so our mediocre drivers can't join his extremely gifted lobbies, unfortunately. So Ronald's just getting that in there at the moment. Okay, so if we could just quickly have a look at the Nations Cup information for the next race, and then we can run it through while we're waiting for Donkey. Just quickly set that up. So we will have Laguna Seca. It's 15 laps, 20 car rolling start, beautiful stuff. Tire wear is going to be 6 times, and then fuel. Didn't get the screenshot there, so it's racing medium, racing hard with GR4. It's going to be very, very interesting. So, Donkey, are you ready for us?
2 seconds. 2 seconds. I just had to.
Guys, if you have any questions for Pace regarding the Manu race or for Donkey regarding the Nations race, please post them below and we can make sure that we can send it through to them or give them information while they're racing. They can answer your questions for you. We appreciate that.
Okay, lobby starting.
Anyway, guys, remember, after the show, which will end in about 25 minutes, or 20 minutes rather, we will have the Chatbox Cup race, Season 1. Episode or race 2 rather, pool A. So previous weeks, 2 weeks, we did race 1 pool A, race 1 pool B. Now we'll be starting with race 2, which is Willow Springs in the GR4 cars, only FF cars allowed. The description for this one is Master of Tire Wear and Strategy. It is around Willow Springs, racing softs, racing mediums and hards. Mediums and hards are compulsory, and tire wear is set at 14. So there's going to be a super race after the show at about 8 o'clock. Same stream, you can just stay tuned. And we will have Pool A introducing that. So we're going to see some interesting strategies as racing, medium, and hards are compulsory. You can use softs, you don't have to. But it might just give that little interesting factor with regards to strategies being used, etc., etc. Fuel saving, tire saving. It's going to be quite interesting. Okay, guys, so we are ready for Mr. Donkey. Donkey, you may shoot through and take us over, starting with the donuts. Mads Kills says, go for it, brother.
Yeah, sorry, I actually was ready on the line, and I changed the lobby because people generally join the lobby. And then I've got lots of guys in the lap guide. I didn't know Ruan wasn't the A+ driver. He must sort himself out.
Shots.
Okay, just a quick one for this round. We're going to do Laguna Seca, racing medium, racing hards. Hards is required. Tire wear is ×6 and fuel is ×2 or 4, I think. Basically, fuel's not going to be issued from what I know, and you can only have 1 or 2 cars, either the Cayman or the Corvette Group 4. They probably did this so that not everybody races the RCZ. So that's probably why they made this setting. So quickly, I'm going to go do this with the Cayman. I find the Cayman is just a bit nicer through the turns. So far I've done a better lap with the Cayman, about a second off top 10. So quickly run you through the lap guide. Coming into turn 1, you want to brake at or about this 3 board on this line where the tire marks start. Okay, so you'll be in 4th gear approaching this. What you don't want to do is, you want to go wide, but you don't want to touch this piece on the outside. It unsettles the car and it makes the car slide already. Sometimes it works, but most of the time you end up sliding past the turn. Okay, so that's very important. As you come into the turn, you'll be in 3rd gear. You'll come down to 2nd. And the best way for this turn is trail brake very lightly. You want to be braking on the limit. If you stop too soon, you can't accelerate at the right point and you're going to lose a lot of time. If you brake too late and you go wide, you lose a lot of time. So this turn is very important on this track. There's a lot of time in this one turn.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, brother. Are you able just to switch on your BB so they understand why the trail braking will work for them?
I am on my BB.
Okay, what is your BB setup?
-1 to the front.
-1 to the front, gents. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So this car is obviously a MR car, engine at the back, so you're going to get a bit of oversteer on the braking. So as you come trail braking into here, what you really want to do is from about this point, let go of the brakes altogether. Keep the momentum going, and halfway through the turn, start accelerating. Now, the biggest tip I can give you, and it's really for this turn and half of Gran Turismo, is only start accelerating once you know you don't have to lift again, if that makes sense. Basically, what happens in this turn, if you brake too hard or brake too early, right, you're going to be here and you're going to want to start accelerating from here already. You're going to have to let go of the accelerator again and accelerate a second time. That's going to cost you a lot of time. If you brake too late, you're going to lose all apex speed. You're going to stop dead, rotate the car, accelerate again. So really, brake to the first apex, let go of the brake, let the car rotate, and just before the second apex, floor it out. Car's got nice grip. Just work on the timing. It's the most important thing. At this turn, you're going to be in third gear. You brake at this line. So next to this drain on the left-hand side, there's a line across the road. Not full braking. Use this little triangle as your turn-in point. So turn off the curb. When you get to the sausage, full throttle, and effectively, again, if you accelerate too early and you come off the throttle again, you lose more time. So it's all about timing on this track. Coming into here, again, use this triangle. Dab or brake or just lift off. When you get to the sausage, you can basically floor it from there. And you'll go into fourth gear. And you'll brake between 3 and 2, down to third. Use the little white triangle at your turning point. You'll be slightly on the brakes. If you look at my brakes, that's about the amount of brakes you want to be on. That slows the car down and rotates it. You can still turn with that. And when you get to about this point, is where you're going to be flat out accelerating again, carrying the speed all the way up the hill. You'll stay in third. If you have a good exit, you will be hitting the limit in third gear right about here. And this is also the point between 1 and 2 is where you're going to arrive. A little dab of the brakes and just skim the apex here, and from here accelerate flat out. You can use the green, just be careful, do not touch the sand there, it will catastrophic results. Over here, we're going to brake just before the 3, so just before this line. So when the tarmac starts changing color, you come up here. You're going to go down to second gear and keep it to the right, because from about this point, you want to not be on the brakes at all and just be accelerating, cutting the stern, just keeping it on the apex, to not get a penalty. This point is just releasing the throttle and timing it. Do not hit that sausage. It's very bad for your health. You're going to brake at the 2, turn in.
Guys, do not hit the sausage. It's bad for your health, please.
It is. Trust me, it's bad for your... It is bad for your health, for your age.
Just on the second or third apex, you said, when you get to the sausage, full throttle.
Yeah, when you get to it.
Beauty.
So brake on the 2, and you want to use these white triangles. All of them around this track is basically your turn-in points. And this is quite an interesting corner, because you have to try and slide in here and accelerate fully. Most of the hot laps, you will notice people do go wide. The camber just drops off. If you drop a wheel on the dirt, it's not too bad. You don't want to drop 2 wheels off. And coming into the last turn, we will be doing braking between the 3 and the 2. And in the Cayman, you'll stay in second. And you want to start accelerating nice and early. So let's try a lap quickly.
Thank you.
This is Laguna, so it might go wrong. Just saying.
You are donkey, it might go wrong. As long as Zurich is not there.
So let's see, brake just before the 3. let go of the brakes, accelerate fully, keep the accelerator going, that's what you want. Just float in, a little bit too slow into there, a little dab of the brakes here. Don't touch the sausage, I was very lucky there. Brake just before the 2, downshift, float it in, actually brake too much there. Probably brake a little bit later. Be nice and early on the throttle. Just balance the car. Brake this at the 2. Too late on turning. Start accelerating before the apex already. Get your weight transfer done so you don't get a massive oversteer moment. So there you go, there's not a quick lap, but a flying lap.
Right,
Yeah.
Donkey, truly appreciate it, brother. Just another question I want to ask you. Any quick tips or advice regarding Laguna Seca itself? Like, in other words, don't go wide, don't eat the sausages, sausage is bad for your health. Is there anything else that you can recommend for the guys? Remember, you don't need to the fastest lap here. You need the people who are going to look at it, the lower A, Bs, Cs, and Ds, who can relate to that, and it's actually within their grasp what you've just done for them.
Yeah, so my biggest advice would be work on your timing. Get the car turned in. There's lots of camber on this track. Get to the insides. Work on the accelerator timing, because that's the most important. Start accelerating just out of the sausages, just next to the sausages. There's a lot of time to be gained by accelerating at the right time. And really focus on turn 1. You can get half a second in turn 1. I kid you not. There's a lot of time in there. Turn 1 and the corkscrew. Learn how to cut the corkscrew.
Perfect.
So, yeah,
Thanks a lot, my brother. As always, guys, This is from 2 of our previous GTSSA champions, Sunburn Donkey, Kale and Pace. Can only learn from the best. Absolutely marvelous lap guides there, guys. Remember, they will do hot laps. I'm sure there's already time trial hot laps of them. Guys, if you don't mind, if you could just share the replays, maybe name a chat box, Nations Hot Lap. You can use the tags there. Guys, if you want to find out where it is, you can just message myself, Ruan, or anybody on the group, or Donkey, or even Pace themselves. You'll see the numbers is on the GD Sport SA WhatsApp group, and then they will definitely give you the tags or the shares or tips or guides regards to that. I'm sure they won't mind, and we're all here to grow as a community. So, Mr. Pace, as you can see, then we've got 2 little promotions that we need to do after this. So yeah, you can take us home.
Cool, guys. So tomorrow evening we've got King of the Ring. Race number 1, pool 1 at 6:30 p.m. and race number 2 is pool 2 at 8:30 p.m. The guys are racing the G2 Nissan GTR, the 2008 version, and they've got a 5-lap race around the 24-hour layout circuit. So look, I have made a plan, so it will be streamed. Please do join me on my channel tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. King of the Ring proudly sponsored by Sky Coffee. Speaking of Sky Coffee, as you are well aware from my guys, Sky Coffee has limited edition pace boards branded coffee. If you are willing to buy, go to Sky Coffee on their Facebook page. The discount code that you can apply is KLM-PACE, 10% discount on any Pace Motorsport branded Sky Coffee.
Perfect. And what's that awesome strip that you have for Sky Coffee? Do you have it ready for us tonight or not, brother?
No. No.
No pressure whatsoever. You're dropping the sponsors, but you're dropping the sponsors.
I know. Don't worry, it's featuring soon on my channel as well. So.
All right, guys. Pace will quickly drop his YouTube channel link at the bottom, or his details, and you can just quickly look it up, subscribe to his channel, and then you can watch the King of the Ring race, which is a very popular race as well around Nürburgring, the Nürburgring North Schleife, all the variations of it, awesome stuff. So yeah, pool 1 6:30, pool 2 8:30. Thanks a lot, Mr. Pace, for hosting this. Appreciate it, brother. So guys, as always, every week we have a guest star. So this week we will have Johan Null, which is GTAS, which is the Gran Turismo All Stars. Guys like Bump and Run, which is our interviewee this evening. We've got GTA's Peetham, we've got GTA's Caddy, and then some others, which are also pretty fast, decent running guys. So Pace usually takes over the interview. We will try and risk it with his sound. And then, yeah, Mr. Johan Null, welcome, my brother, and Pace will continue the interview with you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, buddy. There's quite a few GTA's members, but a lot of them aren't racing at the moment.
Well, that's good for the other people who want to come up and not be destroyed by all the GTA's people.
Yeah, also good for us if we want to recruit some of those fast guys, you know?
100%. How are you doing, Johan?
Doing well, buddy. Can't complain.
Good. So, you touched on a GTS and Run. Giving us a brief history of GTS, the original members, how does one join, the selection criteria, how one join GTS?
Okay, so GTA is, as you know, it's basically Gran Turismo All Stars, and it was formed on in a local form called PS3ZA, which is basically now called SA Gamer. And a few of us used to compete in the weekly time trials. You know, that's where it all starts. You know, before you just jump into online racing, you normally see how you pair up to the guys online doing time trials and so on. And this started in GT5 Prologue, which also a small rivalry started within these time trials. And basically, Caddy, which is the founder of GTA's, he saw a few guys that were doing well in the time trials, and he was like, well, you know what? Come, let's start a group, and we call it GTA's. And so the original members started off with GTA's Caddy and GTA's Peetham. And since then, we've recruited many members, fast guys with various strengths and weaknesses, and where some of the guys do well in time trials, they don't do so well in races. So then there's other guys that don't perform too well in the time trials, but they're very good in a race with consistency and so on. And on your question on how to join, anyone can join basically. But we usually request like a race CV, so to speak, where you basically tell us what you've accomplished in your online racing career and what you attempt to accomplish moving forward, where you want to be. Obviously, everyone wants to be the fastest, but then we also see how we can help you accomplish your goals while helping us accomplish ours at being the fastest team in Gran Turismo Sport, which is everyone's aim in any case. Otherwise, why are we doing it?
100%. That's really, really interesting, and thank you for that. And then, so GTAS has been going on for how long now?
Oh, no, GTA has been around for a long time, eh? I'd say some of our history, GTAs have competed actually in multiple events. So our members have made top 24 in the GT Academy in SA back in 2012. So I'd say that's where we officially started with the GTAs, where two members of the GTAs have actually made it into the top 10 and also made it to go across the water to race in the UK on what's that track called? Never mind.
Silverstone.
Yes, that's the one. Sorry, man, I forget about it because it's not on GT Sport. Yeah, so and then we've also managed to win some Do Gaming Talcom tournaments and finals and on multiple occasions actually, and some other cool prizes that I really don't know about because I'm actually a new member. But then another thing we've also competed in was the actual 24-hour Le Mans race, where they held a virtual race together with the real race, and it started at the same time, and it was held in Canal Walk, if I'm not mistaken. And three of our drivers had to alternate every 3 hours, where they had one rig placed in front of you, and the drivers would be there sleeping on couches and stuff, waiting, and then you would alternate. Where you've got new games now that allows you to alternate from home.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I prefer the old school way though. A bit more camaraderie that way. So yeah, next question I wanted to ask you is, how's GTA been able to stick around for so long?
So basically, over the years, all the guys have actually become real friends, because we've had a WhatsApp group since like 2014. And GTA started to race more often when they were introduced to the LMR community as well. So as you saw, you've had GTA's Milton, GTA's Crush It, and then me as well. I basically bought GT Sport just to join my team again and start racing again, because there was actually a fun community to join and to do it with. You understand? And I'd say making Sunday night races was very convenient in the team versus team events, because as you know, GTA's is a team and we like to participate on team versus team events. So LNR was a very good place to start, and it was very attractive to us as drivers to participate.
100%. And would you say that's what attracted you to sim racing?
I think, well, what attracted me personally to sim racing was the fact that I went through a phase where I couldn't participate in real racing anymore, and I had to find, something to race. Otherwise, it was either my road car, which is unsafe. So I got a rig and I got a PlayStation and a TV and everything, and basically got Gran Turismo just to keep the adrenaline at bay, just to relax.
100%, 100%. The last question from my side is, in terms of GTAS, as you said, you guys have been around since 2014. What for other teams, new teams, older teams that have been running for about a year or two, what's the recipe for running a successful esports racing team and just keeping guys committed and racing in the leagues?
Well, I think the first thing is you need to find a well-organized community. A place that it's not just a fly-by-night where you're going to race the one week and the next week there's nothing. You understand? You need something or someone to host something for you consistently in a championship, and you need guys that are committed. A lot of the GTA's members are committed to GTA's, but unfortunately, due to life, they can't commit and race anymore. You understand? Time is a problem. Guys move all the time. They've got no internet. So that type of things happen. And we as GTAs are very understanding towards that. But for us, if you can't commit, then rather don't race and either join in a full season where you can commit and race. But also, I think strict racing rules and regulations actually keep the guys there as well, because you don't want to race against someone and they take you off track and nothing's going to happen to them. I mean, you'll lose drivers in that sense where there's no punishment system as well. So I think to keep a good esports team together, you need guys that are committed, guys that are fast, obviously, if you want to be the best team. And then you have to put yourself out there, like I know you guys are doing, and I see EKZ as well on Instagram and so on. I think that's a good way. Guys get exposure. If a guy wins, then they actually get noticed. You understand? And I think that's what a lot of guys do it for. To be able to be known as the fastest guy. At a point, joining GTA's was also one of those things where, if you had the GTA's name behind you, it was like, whoa, this guy is fast. If you see him, it's automatically like it's just there.
Yeah.
So the pressure is also on a lot. On drivers of GTA's to perform. You have to be there. Once you race for GTA's, then you gotta put it down. You understand? You gotta throw down the gauntlet and show what you're made of. And I think that's what's fun. That's what's competitive, and that's what keeps us going.
Awesome
that
stuff.
sense.
Awesome stuff. So I just need some short answers from you here now in terms of the questions in chat.
Sorry, man.
For Johan from Jesse Swartz. How does it feel to be interrogated?
You know what? I think more guys should do this actually. It helps the community. It helps everyone get more exposure. It helps the sport to grow. As you know, South Africa is very behind the rest of the world. That concerns this whole project. You understand? Like the chat box, I'm completely behind it, and GTA is also completely behind it because everyone that you interview every time, they basically get a chance to expose their team, and so people can know, South Africa is also here. We are good enough to race.
100%, 100%. Another question here from Koniwe is, how did the name Bump and Run form for GTA's Bump and Run?
Dude, that was an accident. It wasn't. A bump and run was normally. I actually accidentally went on a practice and I ran into the back of Caddy, and he was like, "No, you just shouldn't do that in a race." And I'm like, I understand that, and he was like, "Okay, but you also need to get a name because my name wasn't GTA's Bump and Run. I had a ghost profile." And I basically needed to get a name, and I thought, what was that move that I tried to do on Caddy? Like just bump him a bit wide enough so I can get past, and it turns out the move is called the bump and run. And I was like, all right, I'll take that one.
That's awesome. That's awesome there. One last question from my side is, obviously with the multitude of sim racing games that have been brought out now, being GT All-Stars, GT is in your name. Do you guys think that you might start playing some of the other games as well?
Look, a lot of us have competed. I myself have competed with GTA's JTech, which is basically another GTA's driver. We used to race Assetto Corsa and we used to race Race Room. And we won our first season in Race Room, and then for my teammate, life happened and he had to move on. He got kids and he's married and all that type of stuff. So unfortunately, he couldn't continue racing, but I know it's still there, and he'll probably get back soon, as soon as he's got all his stuff sorted out. But I know with the lockdown and everything, people are a bit stressed and things are tight. So
yeah,
people buying wheels isn't an option anymore, it seems.
100%. So sorry, it's very strange that you mentioned wheels now because I got a question on the side from Koniwe here. He's asking if you join GTAS, do you get free wheel?
If you beat them, I'll give you mine.
Koniwe, you heard it here first. If you beat GTAS, you will win yourself a wheel from GTAS Bump and Run. Johan, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I think a lot more insight has been given to GTAS that we wouldn't have known before. And we're definitely looking forward to having you guys on track, if not only in LNR, in GTSSA as well.
Thanks a lot, man. We try to compete everywhere we can, but obviously, if we had more members competing with us, then that would be nice. So anyone that wants to apply can. We are actually open for applications at the moment.
If you are open for applications, Johan, do you have any social media or contact details that someone can get hold of you from?
At the moment, we are in the LNR Discord. So if anyone goes onto Logistical Nightmare on the website, and they can join the Discord, and they can find me in the Discord and send me a message.
100%.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot,
GTAS,
thanks, Mr. Pace. Appreciate it as always. That you've taken the time and effort to give Johan, who's GTA's Bump and Run. Very funny how he got his name. Appreciate it. And then Johan from our team of Chatbox, our director, producer in the background, Ruan, myself, and then Caleb Pace, and then also the community. Always wondering about the infamous GTA's group. And there's almost no politics, no issues, no situations whatsoever regarding drivers, etc. Some might disagree with me, but that's the usual vibe we get about it. We know that. So thanks for upkeeping the standards, and awesome stuff and having it for this long. And thank you for joining us this evening.
My pleasure, guys. Thanks, man. Thank you for having me.
It was lovely. It was awesome having you. Thanks a lot, my brother.
Oui.
All right.
Okay, guys. Let's quickly jump to moment of the week. We'll have 2 moments of the week, and we'll have chaos of the week. So what we'll do is we'll show each one 2 times. Number 1, I'll be talking shit as always throughout the video, and then the second one I'll just replay again for your entertainment. So, moment of the week number 1. This happened at the Manu race on Thursday. As you see, J-Dub on the left-hand side. Everybody waits for this call that's DC, and then look at J-Dub. Thank you very much. Alright guys, so that was awesome. That was J-Dub in the Manu race with Nürburgring taking over the show there. Absolutely awesome. So if you keep it, and just replay for your entertainment. Alright guys, this is number 2. This was awesome. That same race, number 1 and 2 broke free because of that, but by the looks of things, it doesn't look like they would have been caught. This was the last sector. Caleb Face on Not Stinky, final lap, last sector. Let's all have a look at this race. Obviously been putting pressure on Stinky, just being there, doing his best to keep up with him. These two legends of races, obviously super rivalry. And then yeah, on the last sector, last corner or 2, this is what happened on the straights. Obviously, patience as always. Racecraft, race experience, knew he was going to pass him on the straights. No ways the Subaru will catch up to the Citroen on the straights. So awesome stuff there, Mr. Pace. We don't have to replay that again. It's quite self-explanatory. They beat the pack by quite a number of seconds, however, due to that DC with regards to the grid starts. And yeah, point two super drivers. Awesome race, Mr. Pace.
Thanks, brother. Yo, I'm just
okay. So then we've got two other editions, or another edition. That's happening in the Nations race in the FIA with Leap 33 and Serious Sam. We will be on board with Serious Sam. Nations race. Look at this chaos. You know, high A lobby. And absolute mayhem. How they survived that, we can quickly have a look at it one more time. This was in a 1980s Formula 1 car. Let's have a look. Chaos, absolute chaos. That was our chaos of the week. So guys, thanks a lot from myself and Mr. Pace. That's the end of our show, always ending it with chaos of the week, moments of the week, which just brings some little moments that people send replays to us. If you want your moments to be featured here, or your chaos to be featured here, or your turn 1 lap 1 dive bomb, please send a 5 or 10 second video to myself, Caleb Pace, on the group itself, or to Ruan, and then we'll consider putting it on there for you guys also. So that's absolutely brilliant stuff. Okay, guys, end of our show. Remember, 9 o'clock, there's the Crazy 8s race, which will be on the GTSSA Gran Turismo Sport South Africa YouTube channel. And in 7 minutes, we'll be hopping on to our Chatbox Cup race, where myself will be commentating alongside Ruan. As Mr. Pace will not be able to commentate as he's participating in the Crazy 8s race. Ruan, apologies, I don't think I asked or let you know regarding the commentary. Do you mind? Alright, perfect. Sorry guys, while I said that, I just remembered in my head, I didn't inform him that Pace is going to do the race, so he's dropped an RT. But it's my LNR teammate, I think I can call it the co-founder, main founder. He popped the idea, I ran with it, of DMR Racing Team, which is brand new. So watch out for us. And then, yeah, we'll be commentating the Chatbox Cup race. Just a quick heads up for everyone who doesn't know the Chatbox Cup, what it's about. We will quickly play the video for you. And then, yeah, afterwards we'll get back and we'll jump to the lobby. The guys are practicing indeed. And I'll do a test start. Thanks a lot, guys. Alright guys, so this is Willow Springs NEFF GR4. This is Master of Strategy race, which will be 14 times tire wear, 16 laps, any front wheel driven GR4 around Willow Springs Big Willow with 6 times fuel. So I call this Master of Strategy. So we've got 3 pool races. Pool race 1 was a sprint race, pool race 2 is Master of Strategy, and then pool race 3 will be a typical V8 type Le Mans racing scenario around Cirque de la Sarthe with V8 GR3s, which will be awesome. So we quickly just had a test start, no ADs, no issues, so we can quickly done that. Have a look at that, it's writing perfect, no AD. I'll say quali start at, I don't know why I'm talking while I'm speaking or talking while I'm typing. I apologize for that, gents. It's just a bad habit.
Okay, Dino, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you on my side, yes.
Cool, man. Can someone just on the stream let us know if you can hear me talking?
Yeah, guys, quickly just pop a note on the stream. Let us know if you can hear Ruan's voice. It will be perfect. Peace, guys. Nou, wacht ons nog secondes.
Okay, so test start looks good.
Yeah. The test start looks good. Let's quickly have a look at, while the guys are busy going up, maybe have a look at the liveries.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can do the liveries while they're on the outlap for the quali lap. What do you think?
Yeah, that's
A lot of them will obviously be qualifying now, so that'll be perfectly fine.
cool, man. Yeah, so everyone can hear me, it seems. Cool, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. So, what is this race?
Insane
Dean?
Syndicate, thank you very much for the beast comments. I'm not too sure about smells like a pickle too. So appreciate that comment, brother. And then yeah, so Andre Superior, we hear you all good. So Kalen Pay is rooting for I Phantoms, and then obviously myself and Ruan will be rooting for DMR Fluffy Butt. And also for those who don't know, GTRSA is on DMR team as well. I'm just not done a name change yet, but is a representative. Awesome guys. So let's quickly run through the members list.
Yeah, let's do that.
And to explain to you who the teams are, this is Pool 1, same as the first race, first week. And then we've got definitely not DMR DeanoCantino Racing. We've got Kuchi, Stiganator. So DMR Fluffy Butt, I Phantoms, GTRSA, Stiganator, Flockfuck, Crazy H, Wes, and then Kuchi as well. So 7 races, Pool 1. So Fluffy Butt took it last week in an insane move. On I Phantoms on the last sector. I Phantoms led the whole race, and on the last sector, DMR Fluffy Butt did a fake inside move to let I Phantoms outbreak, and then DMR Fluffy Butt actually took it with a brilliance. But that comes with years and years of experience since he's been playing this game from 2008, I believe. So 12 years experience is phenomenal. Aim Racing, to have him part of our team, you must be thrilled.
Yeah, he's good, but our Phantoms, his problem that night was that he tried too much to defend on that last corner, and he didn't really need to. So I think he just got a bit flustered when he saw that Fluffy was near him. But if he didn't defend, I think he would have won the race. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens this evening. But yeah, maybe we get a good last turn overtake again, which could be interesting on this very long right-hander.
With FF cars and 14 times tire wear. It's
So
going to be
you've
interesting to see the amount
obviously-
of stops, yes.
You've tested it, right?
Absolutely not.
You haven't tested it, you just know it. So we don't even know how long the tires are going to last or anything. Okay.
No, I know the tires, the softs last about 4 to 5 laps, mediums about 8, and then the hards same amount. So mediums and hards are compulsory, but the racing softs are just in there for shits and giggles. Well, not just to make it interesting. So I know there are going to be some 3 or even a 4 stopper that I mentioned to the guys today. A 4 stopper will be interesting. A 4-stopper you can look at 1 medium, 1 hard, and then 4, 5, 5 soft, soft, soft. Extra stints on soft, but you have to make it work. Other guys will do the 3-stopper, which is going to be 2 soft stints, a medium stint, and a hard stint. So it's going to be interesting to see the variations.
So you don't think with such high tire wear that it's maybe better to do longer stints on hards, because you're probably only going to get one lap that can be better than the hards.
Most probably yes. Like I said, depending on the driver style, number one, and then wheel and controller type. So I believe the extra stop on softs, because the softs are 1.5 seconds a lap faster, and it's only about a 6.5 second tire change. So 3-4 laps, you've got that time down. So it's going to be depending on that and who's going to be sitting in traffic if they do a 3-stopper. So traffic with an FF car with that battle and defend will destroy a lap of a stint off. Instead of 7, you'll only get 6.
Yeah, 100%. So what are we doing? Oh, qualifying's about to start.
Qualifying is about to start, yes. And
so
it is 10 minutes.
predictions?
My predictions will be GTRSA,
Okay.
Phantoms, and Fluffy. That's my podium predictions in that order. GTRSA, Phantoms, Fluffy.
Yeah, because last race Signator came back a little bit. Didn't he finish third?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. So.
No, Fluffy came third.
Oh right. Yeah. So there was.
That's what I had insane drive,
Yeah.
yes.
There were a few changes. So what's the popular car tonight? Let's check here.
Seems like the TT and the Sirocco are both being chosen.
Yeah. Someone's in the Hurricane though. Cabot Nell, should he be in this race?
No, Cabot Neal is not in this race.
Well, he is right now.
I've just kicked him.
Okay. Cool, so Fluffy Butt's in front on his out lap. Very nice livery.
Yeah, we've got Fluffy Butt in front, awesome livery. It looks like DMR's liveries for Eleanor. Then we have Shoaib GTRSA. Also doing the TT and his SA flag representations, always loves the SA colours. Then we've got Flockfark, always underdog. This guy has some major pace if he puts his mind to it. He's also driving the Audi TT. Nice dark
Also
colours
very,
going there.
very nice livery actually.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so they're starting the main straight now. Fluffy Butt there, we've got the Scirocco. For Stiganator, for Kuchi, we have
Going a bit off track on his out lap.
Rocco, then Phantoms,
Phantom
TT as
sprayed
well,
into
and
the
then
pits.
he probably went in with his medium tires. He's going to start on mediums. Okay, so let's go to the leader, Mr. Fluffy Butt, and then let's see these times. Fluffy Butt also
GTRSA is
super
looking a bit
clear.
faster than Fluffy Butt at the moment. He's caught him up a bit through the.
And if he's going to get his slip, it's definitely going to give him the benefit down that long straight. So
100%, yeah.
let's see. Let's see these times. It might be interesting. What is your podium prediction?
Well, after seeing GTRSA catch up to Fluffy, I'm thinking GTRSA will be podium. Well, sorry, first pole. And then I'm not sure. Probably Fluffy or Phantoms. Oh, okay, cool. So Fluffy just gave GTRSA some good free slip.
That's true, yes. It seems that way. Flockfark in second with 117.009. Stiggy the 117.3. Fluffy Butt not doing a lap. Kuchi will finish his lap now. Solid 118.1. So I Phantoms, Crazy Hat, Wiz are all now on their lap. So let's have a look what will happen here with the tyre wear. Look at that amount of tyre wear already on GTRSA's third lap. So you'll know it's a 4 or 5 lapper. So it's going to be very interesting to see the strategies that's going to be used. Like I said, the 3 pool races are to identify the top 3-4 guys that will go through to the semis. In each instance, sprinting, tire and fuel wear saving strategy, and then also total race domination, which is GR3 V8s. Run a very long track, and you can keep their calm and cool.
I
So
suspect
gonna be two different things.
GTRSA won't improve his time now with his tires looking like that.
I believe he's going to go pit, do an outlap, and do another 2 laps. What do you think?
Yeah, how much time is quali? 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Ooh, doesn't go into the pits. He's confident, okay. Yeah, so he may only come in on the next one. Flakvar deciding to go pit now.
Stiganator starting to pit. Very, very, very clever. They're all burning fuel, so...
Yeah, so it's just
Interesting.
GTRSA that hasn't. But Fluffy should be on his...
Fluffy is on his next lap. So he's on his fast lap on the... He just finished it, or he just started it rather.
Yeah, he just
So
started it.
maybe if we can jump into cockpit view, it'll be awesome, and have a look what goes through this guy's driving style. What can you notice for that?
Well, most of the fast guys on Gran Turismo they're very smooth. So if you just look at the steering, people are really smooth. And yeah, showing the same thing.
So he just had a purple sector on the previous one. Let's see if he's still purple on the sector going out here. It'll be very interesting to see.
Another
Purple sector by 140. I know he's won 2 lap sprints. He did beat GTRSA earlier this afternoon. They still bragged about it on the group. But apparently GTRSA's race pace is insane. So GTRSA just went into the pits. So he's never going to push his next few laps. So let's have a look at Fluffy.
Ooh,
Fluffy
Fluffy
butt.
just hits the sand there, which will slow him
Should
down
be a
just a
fast
little bit. Nice.
Oh,
pull
he
for
takes
him.
pole
Just.
by 11,000. Awesome stuff. Fluckfrog passing the line now, also starting his outlap. iPhantom's finishing his... iPhantom's on his outlap, spins out into the gravel, into the sand trap. That is going to hurt him. Go to the
quickly
pits.
goes into the pits. Good idea.
Good move, very good move. He's short laps, only 1 minute and 16, but there's more than enough time for him to do another 1 or even 2 hot laps. So it'll be interesting to see.
Kuchi looks like he exited to pits earlier for some reason.
Diganator should be on his hot lap now. Look at Stiganator's chatbox hustler. Look at that. Very, very interesting. Chatbox hustler. Okay, so let's have a look at these laps.
Fluffy should be finishing another lap. Okay, going into the pits.
That's definitely
keeping
yes.
it tight. Probably only going to be able to do one.
Shoaib starting
one lap
his
now.
out lap or his fast lap now. He's definitely going to do good on this hot lap. He knows Fluckfark took him. Fluckfark, awesome flying lap for Fluckfark.
Yeah,
Only
16.2.
0.1 off.
Not bad.
16.2, not bad. This man is on a roll. He's got a mission, and he's definitely proving a thorn in the faster guy's side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what iPhantoms does after he slipped out like that. But
Yes,
he should
very, very good move. Very intelligent move to go directly to the pitch, which means he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing theoretically, and then let's hope he can apply it practically and execute it.
see if GTRSA gets a purple sector here. He doesn't, but he is faster
Crazy
than his
Ace is
previous
passing the
lap.
line. Wezo jumps into 6th, jumps Kuchi into 6th place. Fluffy Butt is behind Stiganator, so Stiganator's going to give him some slip. He's going to get stuck. I hope he doesn't keep him back.
GTRSA just about to finish his lap. Let's see if he improves. Oh, just a little
Oh,
bit.
by 0.0003.
But he has another
insane.
chance.
He has another chance. No, you won't have another chance.
He has one more.
Quali
lap.
starts at 10.
Yeah, true. Fluffy Butt hitting the sand again. So that's obviously his nemesis. That left-hand
That's
sand
excellent.
bit.
But he tries to take that left hand perfectly. He knows exactly how many kilometers per hour he wants to go. His technical head is insane. He knows exactly where he needs to put more speed in, etc. So
We see Phantoms going over for his lap now.
Phantoms will be starting. So this is going to be the guy to
16.7.
watch out for. 16.7. 16.7. Flockvark.
But definitely
believe he's on
looking
the
like
south
the
end.
TTs are doing better than the Scirocco.
Siroccos. Yes. I wonder what the race pace might be, so the Siroccos might prove more difficult with regards to actual race pace. Fluffy Butt on a purple. Fluffy Butt is on a purple.
Yeah, he's flying at the moment. Unfortunately, GTRSA can't do another lap, but he's gone back into the
Yeah,
race.
he's gone to different tires. So it was his strategy all along. Look at Fluffy Butt go wide again now. Yep, trying to push for the straights. His ultimate times, he's pushing for that straights. This might be a 15. 59.88.
Well done, yeah.
Awesome lap, awesome lap, awesome lap. Definitely to get his pole, but that means he wants to start on the softs because GTRSA went to pit and put on hards. It's going to be a very interesting
So
result. to see
the
what's gonna
guys
happen.
don't get an opportunity to change their tires.
Change tires, yes.
Okay. Our Phantoms might drop into 5th. So Stiganated just pulled ahead of our Phantoms on the
On the
last
last by 0.004. Okay, so I've got that memorized. I'm quickly going to reset the track and then let the guys go. Perfect. What was your thoughts on that, my brother?
Yeah, it obviously looks like the TTs are faster. The question is whether they're using more tire wear than the Scirocco at the moment. So maybe the Sciroccos pull a move at the end of the race, but the TTs will need to push from the start.
Looks like Donkey says, or Stefan says, TTs are OP on tires and fuel. Also has a very good grip, just slightly slower than RCZ on the straights. And what about the Sirocco? Because I drove with both cars before, and I feel the Sirocco for me is slightly more. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. And there's not too much in it regarding to the RCZ, but looks like the TTs might take over. Yeah, you are right, bro.
I honestly am not really good with these front-wheel drive cars, so yeah, these guys rather than me.
Okay, all of them have entered. Race start is go. Okay, guys, do me a favor for you that are viewing the race. Please make sure that give us your predictions from 1 to 7. What are your predictions? I'm just gonna write Excel. I didn't do the grid.
No, Dino.
Dino move, guys.
Come
It's a
on,
Dino
Dino.
move. It's a Dino move.
It's like you
Dino
in
move.
pits. Just don't know how to get into the pits. So you do have the positions there, right?
I do have the positions, yes.
I think it was Fluffy, GT,
Blockpark.
Klakvark, Stiganator, our Phantoms. I'm not sure the last two.
Crazy H, Wes, and then Kuchi.
Okay.
You can jump back in the stream and have a look. Fluffy, Shoaib, Flockvark, Stiganator, Crazy H, Wes, and then Kuchi. I believe it was Crazy H Wes and then Kuchi as I saw it.
So did the guys have open choice for front-wheel drive cars? No one chose the RCZ.
Yes. It was in fact Kuchi and then Crazy H Wes, so it was Kuchi and then Crazy H Wes. Here we go. Okay guys, and it's a race and it's a go, go, go. Good luck, gents. Good luck.
The problem with this track is it's so easy to go off, and if you go off, you have to travel across the whole desert before you get back on track.
That's true. And there are no resets as well, so everything is awesome. There are no resets, there are no ghosting either. If you go off track, you have to find yourself back. And with the front wheel driven car, will prove difficult. Okay, so my spectator option is not available for some reason. There we go. Okay, so awesome start. Shahib is struggling. Flakfark taking Shahib. Flakfark taking everybody. Fluffy Butt down the line on the right hand side. Lost almost all his positions. I think he did that on purpose.
For what? Why would you do that?
Let me have a look. All of them started on hards and mediums. All 4 of the front guys started on hards.
Yeah, Flakfark is on hards, yeah.
Tiggy, hards. GTRSA, hards. Phantoms, medium. Wes, medium. Fluffy Butt, medium. Kuchi, hards. So very interesting to see. Stiginator is off. We can just delegate the front parts there. I'll quickly have a look what happened.
Yeah, Stiginator's not off. It was GTRSA that went off track.
Oh, sorry, GTRSA.
So he's lost now, and dirty tires. But yeah, it looks like the guys that started on the hards definitely benefiting from it right now.
Let's let the race formation take place. Let the people see what's going to happen, and then let everybody start falling into their own places.
Our Phantom's looking quite strong at the start of the race as well. So, but he should be. He is on the medium, so he needs to take advantage.
Absolutely beautiful stuff happening here. Hope no one will be going wide. I'll have a look at the back of the pack.
Fluffy Butt with a sneaky second now. Coming back to the front.
Okay, I'll be spectating from in-car views so that I can have a look at all the incidents that might take place.
Goes off track.
Gonna spin out. I can guarantee you I know what that man is saying right now.
Same here. Our Phantom's now in the front, looking strong, but has to take advantage now with these tyres.
We'll definitely have to take advantage.
Although
I agree with you.
His wear doesn't look too bad compared to the other guys that are on hards. Definitely more wear though.
Okay, so after lap 2, the race is now settled. A little bit of incidents. So we've got Phantoms, Flakfark, 0.1 behind on hards. Stiginator right on his tail, 0.1 behind on hards. Wes 0.6 behind on hards. Going for the inside move. Stiginator, his own teammate.
Takes the place, well done.
Kuchi going inside, awesome stuff, great driving. Shahib off on the left hand side, GTRSA, so definitely not going his way now. He'll be pitting.
Good idea.
If he didn't try and do that, he might go for the 4-stopper. Do one more medium and
Phantom's
then just
flying right now. Already 2 seconds ahead, so he's taking advantage of those mediums. But as we saw,
definitely try and build a gap.
As we saw in the quali, it's not. It doesn't last long, so.
And nobody's on their softs yet. Everybody's keeping their softs for the launch stage. So.
Yeah, I suspect you can only do maybe 2 or 3 laps on those softs.
Yeah, you can reach 4, but maybe on an empty tank you might be able to push for 5th or 5, but it's going to be very, very, very risky. So the average going on about 3.5 to 4.5 laps on your softs on a full tank. That's the given. I don't believe anybody is still out of the race, as Fluffy Buddy is only 8 seconds behind the leader, which is still nothing with regards to all of these strategies that might take place. Shahib GTRSA has already pitted, so it's going to be interesting to see what's happening here in front between Stiginator and Wes. Wezo taking his position back from Stiginator. Quickly pitting in 5 for hard. What are your thoughts running through your mind with these pittings happening in lap 2, 3 and 1?
Well, Fluffy obviously now changing his mediums onto hards. So I don't know. Maybe he's gonna do a longer stint on softs, or do an extra stint on mediums
Softs.
as well. We don't know that yet, but it's only lap 4. We already have we have someone that's on mediums changing to hards, so those mediums can't be that great.
We've got Stiginator and Wes battling it out.
Phantom's definitely taking advantage, still pulling almost a lap.
Ooh.
So
Wes goes wide. Okay, perfect. So pulling the second a lap. Let's quickly get into the action here between Stiginator and Crazy H. Wes looks insane, and then for a second or two here. They've alternated positions twice in the last lap, so then another action that might be happening. I'm not sure if they're going to be pushing each other or driving each other forward, which would be Shoaib, PTRSA and Fluffy, but at the back.
yeah, Shoaib on the mediums now. If Fluffy can just stick to his slipstream while he's on hards, maybe a good advantage for him.
Both of them afraid of this corner now. I think both of them always tipping the limits there. As you can see, Shoaib GTRSA didn't push it out there as Fluffy is passing me on his hards. I'm jumping to Shoaib to check brake markers.
Shoaib with the fastest lap so far, so obviously pushing it. But
Yes, some nice gaps forming between every driver.
Fluffy definitely took advantage of Shoaib's
His
slipstream.
hards, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, Shoaib tried to keep it slow and tidy on that last corner right-hander because he obviously spun out and went wide on the previous lap, so he still hasn't found his balls yet.
Our Phantoms again gaining another second over the last lap, so definitely pushing it. Flukvaart not doing too bad on his hards. If he can keep up this pace, he should be in good standing at the end of the race.
Okay, let's have a look at the fuel consumption. Phantom's chowing his fuel in the Sirocco,
Yeah.
almost half tank. Flukvaart still on 3/4. Stiggy just less than 3/4. Kuchi, so the Siroccos are heavy on juice, almost half a tank as well. Crazy H wears half a tank as well. Then the two other TTs,
Fluffy also using a lot of fuel right now.
yes, I saw that. For a TT, very, very low fuel.
Looks like Phantom's
What do you-
slowing down a bit now. He hasn't gained anything in the last lap, so
Yeah, it should be starting evening out now about the hard space, which is his first 119. So it's going to be awesome to see what will happen here. He's going to push the limits now, lap 6 with mediums. I can't see him going one lap extra on this.
yeah, Flukvaart is
You might
also
see him, yeah.
pulling away from Stiginator. So yeah, I think so far the driver that's up in the best position right now is Flukvaart as well. With his fuel saving, he's in good position.
Definitely agree. Also, for the two people who are on hards, for Flukvaart being on hards and in front by 4 seconds, surely it's an advantage.
Yeah, something must have
And
happened
his
to
times are
Kuchi now
super
because
consistent.
Kuchi was lost basically a second in that last sector.
Great, and now Crazy H Wares, who pulled away from Stiginator,
But
is right on Kuchi's tail.
Yeah, Kuchi is on softs. I didn't realize he was on softs, but they look
He
finished
pitted,
right
yes.
now. Yeah, those softs don't look good. Okay,
Both Wares and Kuchi are on top.
Phantom's in.
Phantom
pit.
fits in. Let's see what he changes to.
He has to refuel quite a bit.
Okay, he's going on his hard stint. No, he's never going to finish with his softs. I think he's going to push this to lap 12 and then do 4 on softs.
Will be interesting to see what Flukvaart does now. I suspect he's probably going to pit in the next lap or
Go
two.
pits in the next lap. I agree with you. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen here.
But he's starting to lose time to Wes now. So,
Wes is on the softer compound, so
yeah, he is. But, yeah, Flukvaart might pit soon, I would suspect. He still has the best fuel
awesome
consumption
move
out
by
of
I Phantoms. Set it on the outside, looked on the inside, past Stiginator. Kuchi's also going for the move now. Phantoms is on a roll. I think he's going to start fighting back for this race. What happened to Fluffy Butt? So, yeah, an awesome pass from Stiginator. Let's stay a bit on Stiggy and see what happens here from the back. All the action of the train can be shown from Stiginator's side. Maybe we can drive to his bumper or bonnet cam. Kuki is also chasing him quite a bit. And if we jump to iPhantoms, look like there's gap that he's starting to try and close on Shahib's mediums that are also emptied out now. Shahib's mediums are completely finished, and Phantoms is on new hard, so he should be keeping the pace.
Yeah, Flakvark's still out for another lap. 5 seconds ahead of Fluffy, but because he saved so much fuel, he won't need to refuel at all when he goes to pit. So, and he's going to be on a much faster compound. So I think Flakvark right now is
It's a very
in the
strong
best
position.
position so far.
And iPhantom is also chasing. He's got 3/4 tank. He's already filled up, so he's not going to fuel again. So he's just going to jump to his softs and do a super fast sprint. So I believe it might be between Phantoms and Flakvark, depending on what Shahib, GTRSA, and Fluffy Butt have done in their laps and their damage control.
Yeah, I think Phantom should pass both Fluffy and GTRSA. But I just feel that Flakvark is going to have a super quick pit stop. And it's going to be on much faster tyres. So Flakvark decides to stay out
with a
again.
very, very aggressive overtake on iPhantoms, costing him a position. Putting his wheels on the inside of the line. So I'm just going to have a look at the...
Flakvark's losing a lot of time now. His tyres are finished. But Fluffy Butt's basically caught up a second in the last lap on Flakvark.
I think Flakvark has stayed out one too many laps on the hards.
Yeah, totally agree.
Oh, wait for it. Only hards and mediums are compulsory. He's not going to use the softs. He's not going to use the softs. He's going to do a one-stopper. Flakvark is not going to use the soft. He's going to go for the one-stopper. It looks like he's going to go for the one-stopper.
So Wes on his softs.
Phantom just can't catch a Wes.
Yeah. Wes just pulling away slightly, but Wes is on soft tyres and Phantom is on hards, yeah. Yeah,
guys, just so you
Flakvark
notice-
is losing a lot of time right now. He has to go pit. He basically lost
Flakvark is going to do
3
9 and
seconds.
7.
Yeah. He's lost 3 seconds since Fluffy came behind him.
So I'm on board with Phantoms at the moment now. On his hards, staying with Wezo. Guys, Wezo drives on D-pad. The directional buttons X and square. This guy's a machine with that. A master of X and square on the directional buttons. Then from P3, 4, and 5, we've got some action there. If you want to jump to GTRSA's bumper view, you can see the action live. He doesn't want to spin out again. Kuki going, or Flakvark going outside wide. Flakvark took the move.
Yeah.
Shahib followed him.
Yeah,
Kuki
Shahib
just
now
made sure he
on
left it wide.
soft, so
Yes, and Flakvark is on his mediums. Dignator pressing from the back. I think Fluffy Butt
Fluffy Butt now
went to his mediums. So he did his soft stint earlier. He did it on 18s.
But I'm interested to see how
He's doing hards, mediums, it seems. I think Fluffy Butt's going to do the hard, medium.
Flakvark is catching Phantoms a little bit. So
Oh, and Crazy 8 wears this off. At least he's pitting. Ooh, Flakvark and Shahib having a battle, like you said.
if I was Flakvark right now, I'd just stay in Shoaib's slipstream for a bit. Because Shoaib is on the faster tyre and rather catch up to Phantoms, but it does look like they are catching up to our Phantoms
Yes.
right now.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Phantoms and Flakvark? Who's going to get it at the next pit stop?
Well, Flakvark's not gonna pit again. Phantoms is on the hard tyre. Flakvark is on
Let's go
fresh.
to the softs.
Flakvark's on fresh mediums, and if he doesn't pit again, he should be able to take Phantoms if he does it soon. You don't want to wait until
I think
those
Phantoms
mediums
will
are
go
dead.
either this lap or the end of the 12th lap for his softs. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, Phantoms. Well, he did pit late, but Vlakvaart pitted a lot later, so yeah, I would suspect that Phantoms is still gonna go in for another pit. But very close between everyone now. There's only 3/10 between Vlakvaart and Phantoms. These guys just need to keep it together and not go off track because
Yes.
they're gonna lose it if they don't. Vlakvaart just behind Phantoms now, so
Very clean driving, rubbing is racing, so they're not pushing each other out wide. They are being safe and careful. I'm just having a look at these. Let's just stick with them for our live review to see what will happen here. Vlakvaart might go a little bit wide with Shoaib on his left-hand side. This is awesome driving. Shoaib doing the mature move, backing off a bit. And Phantoms will definitely go and pit this lap now. No, Vlakvaart, no. Be careful, be careful. We've got Fluffy Butt and Stiginator's butt as well. Look at the softs of Fluffy. The Stiginator.
yeah, finished. There's no
It
way he
is
can be driving
absolutely
that right
thrashed.
now. Oh, and Vlakvaart just takes Phantoms. Phantoms going really wide.
Phantoms might also have gone for the one-stopper.
Yeah,
I think Phantoms went for the one-stopper
yeah,
also.
he's got enough fuel, so but
This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, Vlakvaart has to pull a bit of a gap now because his tires are going to be dying soon. And Phantoms is on hard, so he should be a bit more consistent. Yeah, definitely pulling a gap now. Fluffy suddenly now in third after Shoaib went to go pit, but Shoaib went
Yes.
onto softs. So he should
Fluffy onto mediums.
he's going to be catching
I believe
Fluffy.
both of these guys are going to kick themselves for making stupid, silly mistakes. But for Fluffy Butt to have come back and for Shoaib to have come back after their spin-outs shows you that they had the race basically to dominate in this race up ahead. So
Yeah, currently Shoaib has what, a 10-second gap
Phantoms
to
is
Kofi.
pitting. He's doing 14, 15, 16, 3 on soft, not 4 on soft.
Do you think he'll have enough time to catch Vlakvaart? I don't
No.
think so.
No. You should have pitted a lap earlier. You should have done 4 laps on softs.
Fluffy also just pitted. Shoaib probably on the best
Shoaib might catch
strats-
Vlakvaart still, yes.
strats so far.
I
But
think Shoaib might catch Vlakvaart in 3 laps.
no, I don't think so. I think
New softs.
we'll see, but I think Phantoms will try and take Shoaib, but I don't think either of them are going to catch Vlakvaart. Vlakvaart's got the win.
Oh, I see Phantoms only got out right behind Shoaib, so yes, it's going to be interesting. Fluffy on new racing softs as well. So with 4 seconds behind Phantoms and Shoaib.
Yeah,
This is gonna be interesting.
he's not going to catch them. They're both on softs as well, and fresh softs.
Look at Vlakvaart's gap, 3.9. If these two push it together, they might catch Vlakvaart.
Yeah, I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. It's
The
too
drop
much
off on
time.
the mediums are super.
Yeah,
He's going to
but
start doing 120s now.
there's only 2 laps left, so they basically have to
And they
catch
just took
more than
0.6.
they'd have to catch
in
more than
one
a
sector.
second and a half per lap. So
Well, I just took 0.7, sorry, in one sector. Look at that delta. Have a look at that delta and you'll tell me.
yeah, sure. I don't think they'll catch him. And even if they do, I think he'll be able to.
1
defend-
second, 2
defend
sectors.
enough. Well, Well, the issue now as well is whether our Phantoms and Shoaib are going to be battling. Does Phantoms want to use him?
It's going to give
get
him a
past
gap,
him?
yes.
Shoaib's tires look much more squealier than Phantoms, so
That's true. Okay, 1.9 seconds, 1.8 seconds. They just cleaned 1.5, 1.8 seconds in a lap. Sorry, 2 seconds in a lap. They will, if they don't crash and fight now, they will be able to catch him.
it'll be super close. But I think he'll do enough
Phantoms.
to block them.
Phantoms, or Shoaib gave Phantoms the position and not to lose it, so. Come on, Flockfar. Underdog of the day. 1.1 seconds. They cleaned 2.3 seconds in that last lap.
Yeah, Flakvarak's tires right now are finished, but all he has to do is just defend a little bit and try and keep it tight.
Shoaib might actually come in pounds. 2 dogs for every bird, and the third takes it, you know? It's going to be a 3-way battle. Phantoms, don't be greedy, brother. You can take this on the end. Oh, that gap might have just cost him. Phantom's going to go on the outside. Awesome move. Phantom's awesome move, brother. Very risky. Great driving.
Shoaib may take him as well.
Yep. Eat your words, Ruan. Eat your words.
I'll eat them, but he's like, he should have been able to defend
Insane.
for one lap.
You
man.
should have been able to defend. I agree with
Yeah.
you. Frog again with the podium. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Look at Fluffy Butt. 4 seconds in 2 laps.
Yeah, very
Fluffy
close. Very
finished
close.
within a
finish, man.
second. Fluffy was flying. Fluffy was flying. He closed in 3.5 seconds between RSA and Phantoms in the last 3 laps. Awesome race, guys. Okay, so we've got Phantom ZA, GTRSA, Fluffy Butt, Stiganator, Kuchi, and Crazy 8 Ways. What an insane strategy shuffle. Ruan, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh no, it was crazy. Very well raced by Phantoms. He looked fast from the start. He really took advantage of those mediums that he started on. But I feel like Flakvark should have just tried to keep it a bit tighter on the last lap and not give so much space to Phantoms. He could have probably.
But let's admit, Phantom's overtake was super quiet and clean because Flakvark did try and take the inside on that little right hander.
Yeah, but it looks like he took that corner a little bit too wide, so he couldn't get a good exit speed coming out of it.
Yes.
And Phantoms had the much better line there.
Awesome racing. Nail biting again. Same as last week. So we can quickly run through the race results and have a look at the leaderboards here. Okay guys, so we've got iPhantom ZA 2125, 2125 for GDRSA, 2126 and 2127.
Going off in the beginning of the race didn't help him at all. So, same with him and Shoaib. Maybe Shoaib would have had a much different race if he never went off. I think he went off twice actually. So
Yes, and Fluffy's launch.
yeah,
First to last.
100%. So I think Shoaib may be kicking himself for some of the mistakes he made, but definitely the 2 drivers that kept it the cleanest on track was Phantoms and Flakvark. So yeah, man, they were just consistent. GTRSA, I don't know what he did to come back, but he did really well.
I just think the race pace and consistency was something superb and out of his book. Shows you the respect between people and that has mutual respect or ambition for a race like this, which was amazing for me to see. I mean, on a track like this, people passing on the outside, Rezo passing on the inside on that last right-hander with his right-hand side tires on the gravel, not pushing people off, rubbing, bumping, dicing and racing properly and battling. This is what we all want to see, guys. So remember to tune in next week, Monday, for the same race for exactly that same race. And yeah, let's have a look what will happen at Pool B. So this was Pool A, then you get Pool B. Nothing different in skill sets. You've got they seeded, and we took the fastest time, split it in half, and just shuffled them in all between. So amazing stuff what happened. And then yeah, guys, thanks for joining myself and Ruan. This replay will be shared at this evening or tomorrow. So yeah, Pacey Phantoms, well done on your win, brother. Second for Shwahibi, then Flockvark, 2 podiums in a row for Flockvark. Absolutely beautiful. And then Phantoms with the second place and a win. Great stuff then as well. So Ruan, what are your thoughts for finishing the show? Yeah. Okay, guys, so the Crazy 8 race, yes. Let me show the slideshow. Yes, guys, so go to GT Sports South Africa's YouTube channel. I'm sure the info group on the WhatsApp groups would have sent it through, and then go have a look at that. So from our side, Team DMR, to you Crazy 8 guys, awesome having you. You're a lovely team. No problems with you guys whenever, whatsoever. It's always fun to drive with you. Good luck for Adrian's race, and then yes, your lobbies will be jam-packed. We did everything to ensure that we got all the participants to be there. Thanks a lot, guys. And then this is myself and DMR AM Racing, Dean and Ruan signing out, guys. Cheers.